Come move out of my office with me. This office here is the space that my business has grown in over the last year through numerous viral videos on social media. We've done over 2,000 orders in the last almost 3 years as a business, but this last year has been our biggest year of growth, and we had this space to help us do it. This was our inventory corner, which has now been all consolidated and everything's slightly packed up already. I tried to clean things up last time I was here, packing orders before I went out of town. So now today is really going to be taking down all of the decor and breaking down these shelves and just hauling everything out, basically. If you've been keeping up with me or if you've been a customer, thank you so much for your support. And this is probably the space that you're used to seeing in all my videos and content. But unfortunately, my lease has ended. I've already been here longer than I was supposed to be, and we extended the lease. I've had high hopes to get myself and the business moved to LA, but unfortunately that has just been delayed even further. So I'm not even moving into another space. In fact, everything is going into storage right now. And we're going back to our roots of running everything out of my bedroom and just kind of putting everything on timeout until I can figure out this next transition of my life and what comes next for me as well as the business. We still have a couple of big drops planned for the year. I have my own Flow Stars coming out with Spin Flow Star featuring my own original artwork designs you guys have grown to know and love from my fans. And I still have my Raver Advent Calendar drop. We did 12 Days of Trinkets last year. It was a huge hit. You guys loved them and we're going to do them again. But we will not be doing any of that in this office. I'll be doing it out of my bedroom. So anyway, I have to get all of this done today and return the keys tonight. So we need to get in go mode. But rest assured, this business is not going anywhere. The Rave Kits are just taking a little pause and they're going to get a nice refresh and rebrand with some fun new products by January. And by next Rave season, we'll be back up and running and in a new office space. Guarantee it. So anyway, let the breakdown begin. Now basically the next 4 minutes is just the satisfying compilation of me breaking down all this furniture by myself. As fun as that might be to watch, I figured you might get a little bored, so let's yap over it, why not, and bring you guys up to speed with some current updates as well. Because this footage is a little bit old at this point, we have officially been moved out of the space now, and I'm in a little bit higher spirits than I was when I shot these videos. I definitely felt discouraged and was moping around quite a bit the day of the move out, but now I feel a little bit more clear on the direction and intentions of where this business is going. But I also feel like it's important to get so for real with you guys about what a challenge this year has truly been for me. Now, I honestly had so many people even offer me help to move out of this office, but part of the challenge I've been facing this year is doing everything myself. I've been a one-woman show all along, so naturally I felt like I had to be a one-woman show and do everything myself moving out. Okay, but genuinely, I'm a little bit OCD, kind of a control freak, and especially with us moving everything into storage, I just needed to personally touch every single thing, know where it was all going and how it was going to be stored. But I insisted on doing everything myself this year for my business. And while I can get pretty inventive and put things on my head to help move things around sometimes, I genuinely pushed myself to the max this year. It's just such a privilege because I truly am living my dream life right now, and this business is everything I could ever want and more. But finding a balance between living your dream life and working for your dream life has been a bigger challenge than I ever thought it would be. Of course, I'm a raver and festival goer first. I don't know what I thought I was thinking, that I was going to go to 9 different festivals this year and still expect my business to run the way it was, when this office space alone costs $700 a month overhead. Now, to not have any employees or anyone working under me and to only be in this office space 2 weeks out of the year because I was at a festival, not very realistic. I've had to learn a very hard lesson about overcommitting, overpromising, and while accepting help with the business, even from the interns that I had apply to work for me, but that still requires me to be present and be showing up for my business and for those interns to be a good leader. And I caught myself severely dropping the ball this year in an attempt to still just be experiencing everything that I could, because networking and connecting with you guys in person is truly what brings me the most fulfillment. But when I'm the only person doing everything for my business, that relies on me heavily to be present and available for that. I had more cancellations from customer orders this year than ever, simply because I wasn't around and present enough to stay ahead of the ball, make sure I was getting reorders in time, communicate with customers timely and effectively. I started to lose trust and faith in myself in the way that I was able to run and show up for this business, all while losing the magic and sparkle that festivals truly bring into my life, because I was just doing too much. So I've taken a step back from going to festivals and raves as of recently and for the foreseeable future so that I can focus all of my attention and energy back into this business. Especially as we come into slow season right now, it gives me a chance to reevaluate and reprioritize the things in my life, as well as the way I want to run this business and the products that I want to be offering. Being in this office space over the last year showed me just how amazing things can truly get, how much expansion waits for me around the corner with the next step of my business. But we started in my bedroom and we will do just just fine going back to my bedroom until we can figure out what that looks like. And I also learned that virality does not equal stability. While I have an incredible business model, just marketing it here on TikTok and counting on viral videos is not sustainable. But if it wasn't broke, I wasn't trying to fix it. And recently, TikTok went through a lot of changes this year too. So it's time for me to also. Everything from the walls has officially been taken down. The shelves are disassembled. The pile of all the things that need to get packed into the car are officially right here. So while this is all definitely bittersweet right now and a little bit sad, it is so temporary and just necessary for me to learn when to take a step back so I can refocus and reprioritize my goals and balance within my own life. And thankfully, I still live at home with my amazing parents, so I have resources to lean on while I figure things out. I just cleared out space up in my attic because this is where the office is being stored for now. I'm really sad if you can't tell. Definitely got sentimental as I unlocked and entered the office for the last time. Once the space was all cleared out, I just had to go in and do a final little vacuum so I could give the keys back. But being back in this space with it as empty as it was definitely hit me like a ton of bricks. I remember when I had just secured the keys for this place and was sitting in it for the first time, imagining what I was going to do with the place. Moving out, not necessarily knowing what comes next, is a little bit scary, but that means there is so much room for growth, exploration, and new opportunities. End of an era. But what an amazing office space this was. And now I can't wait to see what comes next. Thanks for being here for the ride.